You mix politics, college football, and money, you've got yourself a recipe that is the equivalent of media dynamite.
It's a 4-alarm fire, and the amount of destruction that it caused is unbelievable. It's one of the worst residential neighborhood fires in many, many years in Boise. Let me go ahead and step out of the way and show you just what we're talking about.
Obviously, trying to find out what caused this fire is a big concern of investigators, but what's most important is finding out who is inside as people are now removing the bodies from the scene.
Blue turf here at Boise State is widely recognized as one of the most iconic landmarks in all of college football. In fact, the turf is seen as the biggest symbol of Bronco Nation. But can you imagine watching a game not on the green turf or the blue, but on the red? And I'm Nate Kuester. Let's go ahead and talk with Dave Slater now, finding out what's happening with that weather forecast. Dave, yesterday was beautiful. I know Tammy and I both like the temperatures. The former head of Kmart is paying up for misleading investors. A judge has ordered Charles Conaway to pay more than $10 million. This after he falsely presented Kmart's stability before it sought bankruptcy court protection. That was back in 2002. The Securities and Exchange Commission had accused Conaway of failing to disclose that Kmart was delaying payments to suppliers to save cash. Well, a man trying to rob a bar instead had to yell for help after he got stuck in a chimney. The Brazilian man tried to make a discreet entrance into a bar, but ended up wedged in the chimney. He had to scream for help. A woman who lives next door heard him and called police, and there he is. Well, his feet anyway, as firefighters chipped away at the fireplace. It took more than an hour to free him. St. Nick, he is not. It's something many of us are guilty of, and police don't seem to care about. But if one lawmaker gets his way, law enforcement won't get in trouble for turning a blind eye to the high-stakes world of the Super Bowl office pool. A local nightclub shuts down for the night and hands the keys over to an unexpected crew. A busy Treasure Valley hotspot opens its doors once again. A reincarnation of Barbacoa is back in business.
Cheers!
But these regulars are celebrating in a somewhat different location. The popular downtown Boise nightclub China Blue closed its doors for the evening and let the Barbacoa staff take over for a fundraiser to benefit the employees of the destroyed business. China Blue's owner says it's just another example of how everyone comes together in times of need.
We love the Barbacoa folks, and we've been excited about this fundraiser for 3 weeks now. Sad reason why we're having it, but just shows how the community wants to come together and help people.
Before that devastating fire absolutely gutted Barbacoa, it was known for its great drinks as well as its friendly faces, and now they're both here at China Blue for one night in a benefit for the 125 employees who lost their jobs from that fire. And who would have thought helping out is as easy as ordering a drink? Can I get a vodka tonic, please? Actually, maybe just the tonic.
It's really cool to see the people again that work there, and we've become very friendly with most of them, and it's just really nice to see that they're still upbeat and positive.
As the Barbacoa regulars pour into the club, they're greeted by the drinks they love, the food they can't get enough of, and the smiling faces they used to enjoy before the fire. And the customers aren't the only ones enjoying it all, so is the staff.
Everyone's just really excited, and it just shows how great our community is and how everyone's willing to help everyone else out.
The evening features an auction, great music, and is hosted by Boise's ultimate entrepreneur, Troy McLean, who knows a thing or two about giving back to the community himself.
I heard about the fires. I was listening to everybody talk about how they needed support. All these employees have lost their job, and in this economic landscape, when everybody's down, well, I'm staying out late tonight and I'm helping out.
It's been said imitation is the highest form of flattery. After another big season for Boise State on the blue, Eastern Washington University is looking to change the color of their turf.
People are talking about Eastern, which is not something that usually happens up here. Even when Boise was in the big sky, they were the big thing. BSU football was the big thing in Boise, but up here, Eastern football has never been the big thing in Spokane.
I think, other schools are probably looking the same thing that we did, 20-some years ago, was that you're looking for a little niche, to do something, get a little recognition, and kind of something to hang your hat on.
The blue turf here at Boise State is widely recognized as one of the most iconic landmarks in all of college football. In fact, the turf is seen as the biggest symbol of Bronco Nation. But can you imagine watching a game not on the green turf or the blue, but on the red?
I don't know. I haven't really given it much thought. The whole red turf thing is... I don't know. Nobody else does a colored turf?
There are a few schools, but no one else in Division I ball. There are just a handful of high schools and one Division II university in the entire country, but that's it. So how do fans feel about Eastern Washington changing their turf from green to red?
BSU doesn't lose on the blue turf, It's very rare. So, maybe a compliment, maybe a copycat, It's working for us.
I think they're copying us. I think people need to be original and find a way to get prospective athletes to go to their school another way, because the turf really is what brought me to this school.
So it sounds as though it's a mixed bag for fans, but the folks at Eastern seem to be creating a lot of buzz. And Eastern play-by-play man Larry Weir did bring up one point that could be a sticky one for Eagles fans. What if snow on the field makes it look pink? For those of you looking for even more Bronco memorabilia, you got to check this out. We've got a football here. It's a special football. See, I wouldn't even look at it. It's got some zip to it, right? Okay, there we go. And what coach is saying, these guys might have to hit a little harder if they stand a chance against Cole. Oh, I think they got it covered.
Ability.
What do you think?
She's just, she's just under 230 pounds and just under 17 and a half feet.
I still got you beat.